Welcome back to the final segment of our Heritage Huskies Virtual Sports Awards Night. This segment of the awards presentation recognizes exceptional individual performances and achievements. We will begin with the letter H awards. These graduating athletes are being recognized for their contribution to the Huskies sports program. Over the years, these students have demonstrated respect, excellence, and pride both on and off the playing field. The following students are our 2020 H Award winners: Jamie Bofis, Benjamin Beaulieu, Ethan Black, Josiah Bossman, Sean Burnett, Charles Delvecchio, Alex Derome, William Deschênes, Owen Dunn, Cedric Flippo, Jessica Godmare, William Goyens, Cade Lebrec-Laurie, Valerie Lassonde, Jacob Lefebvre, James Liwanpo, Karim Mauji, Devin Maneri, Justin Miller, Audrey Murray, William Noel, Victoria Novak, Ev Pelchat, Dylan Peasley, Andrew Hughes, Ishan Puri, Adam Risk, Juliana Sarup, Noah Sassy, Peter Scartozzi, Emmerich Simard, Megan Tessier, Trevin Thomas Bino, Michael Veyer, Alexi Verville, Tristan Vieira, Jonas Von Eschen, Patrick Wilson. Next, we will be moving on to our Awards of Excellence. This prestigious award is given to individuals who have achieved a high level of success while competing for heritage. These athletes are being recognized for outstanding performances and excelling in their sport. The following students are our 2020 Awards of Excellence winners: Cedric Flippo, indoor track; Justin Massa, hockey; Chloe Murphy, futsal; Gwendolyn Jordan, futsal; Amy St. James, indoor track; Victoria Subchak, futsal; Trevin Thomas Bino, basketball; Emma Veyer, cross country; Michael Veyer, soccer. Jim Martin was a teacher and coach for over 40 years on the South Shore. Although his sport of choice was hockey, he stepped in to coach any team that was in need, from basketball to gymnastics. Jim was the force behind the creation of the SSIAA, the athletic association in which we compete in today. When Richelieu Valley opened in 1969, Jim developed a strong physical education program of class instruction, intramurals, and interscholastics. In 1985, Jim was recognized at the Provincial Gala of Excellence for his development and contribution to physical education and athletics at the high school level. Mr. Martin had a tremendous relationship with teachers and students alike. His philosophy on education was to build a better self. He dedicated himself to every student of the school, supporting all teams and coaches. The recipient of this award is the true definition of what it means to be a student athlete and is being recognized for their athleticism and personal character. In addition to their athletic ability, this student has shown leadership, sportsmanship, and dedication to the school through their contribution to heritage athletics.
This year's Female Jim Martin Award winner truly embodies what it means to be a Husky. Throughout her high school athletic career, she has become synonymous with respect, excellence, pride. Athletically, she has won numerous SSIA and regional medals in both indoor and outdoor track and field. She has competed at numerous provincial championships, even winning a provincial high jump title. Megan Tessier isn't only a strong athlete, but also a strong student and a tremendous leader. A quiet person, she led by example and everyone followed her down the right path. Her work ethic even as she was battling health issues, made it impossible for anyone else on the track team to take a day off. Megan also became good friends with every member on the team, always welcoming and willing to take the time to listen, to share in their joy, and even console them after a disappointing performance. Every athlete knew they could count on her. Her presence made it easy for the new recruits to integrate the team. Megan was a true teammate no matter what grade level or ability. This year, as we hosted 600 of the best cross country runners in the province, she led the volunteer crew and made sure every athlete present had a positive experience. We knew we could count on her for whatever we needed, including marking the course during the windstorm. Megan, you will be missed on our team. Congratulations once again on a well deserved honor.
The male recipient of the Jim Martin Award this year is a very special young man, one that has a unique charisma and positive attitude that people cannot help to be drawn to. One of his biggest strengths is the leadership role that comes naturally to him in everything he gets involved in. His contributions to heritage over the past 5 years is undeniable. He was a member of Student Life, became president of Student Council, a head of house, host of The Bomb, and a participant on 3 humanitarian trips abroad. He put his heart into everything he does and always has a smile on his face. Although he tried out for other sports, this student athlete's love and talent was undoubtedly on the volleyball court. Most noteworthy, Ishan's greatest contribution to the Heritage Volleyball program was not on the court itself, but the sidelines, having taken on a coaching role for the Bantam teams the past 2 years. Beyond his student life contributions, his academics as an IB student, his own practice and tournament commitments, he took on another team's development and schedule as well. Ishan demonstrated maturity beyond his years coaching and coordinating the student athletes under his responsibility and assured the fieldings of teams when coaching staff was limited. As a player for all 5 years, Ishan lived and breathed volleyball. He rarely missed a practice and regularly came to check in with coaches during the day to ask questions or seek advice about how to improve his technique, his overall understanding of the game, or what he could do to help better the team. This student athlete received recognition almost every year in his team volleyball awards. Last year, he and his partner won the bronze medal at the RSCQ Regional Beach Tournament, and he was a contender for Volleyball Quebec's Beach Espoir team for the Summer Jeux de Quebec. This year, he received an invitation along with a teammate to participate in the GMAA All-Star Game against John Abbott, where he caught the eye of a few Montreal coaches. Despite the interruption of the postseason, Ishan was instrumental in the leading of his team to a second-place finish during the RSCQ regular season and a contending spot at the RSCQ Regional Championship banner. He consistently stood out among the other setters in the leagues and was highlighted by multiple officials, coaches, and even a few parents for not only his talent, but attitude and team spirit. As a result, Ishan was also recognized earlier tonight as this year's most valuable player. Ishan, you have really left a powerful and outstanding mark at Heritage during your time here, and I cannot wait to see the amazing things you will accomplish outside our walls. Congratulations.
Our final major award will be recognizing the Athletes of the Year. This is awarded to a senior female and male student who have demonstrated profound ability and skill in their sports and are being recognized as the top heritage athletes in our school.
This year's Female Athlete of the Year had an extremely successful high school athletic career. It wasn't always easy, but when the focus was there, nothing could stop her. Feared on the soccer pitch, it was in secondary 3 that she decided to concentrate her energy on the track. Winning numerous SSIA, regional, and provincial titles, the results were immediate for Alexa Moriello-Mongrain. Alexa dominated the 100, 200, long, and triple jumps, but it was in the hurdles where she was truly a class apart from everyone else. Her fearlessness was her biggest asset and made her practically unbeatable. Alexa's desire to win is unmatched. All she needs is for another competitor to come close to her results, and then she turns on the jets and she is gone. Always a team member, she led Heritage to numerous banners over the years and won the Athlete of the Meet award at this year's GMAA Indoor Championships. Congratulations, Alexa. Stay focused and keep working hard. This year's male co-athlete of the year has been dominant throughout his high school career. He had short-lived stints on soccer and flag football teams, but it was in running he truly left his mark. Each year, he played an important role on the cross-country, indoor, and outdoor track teams. Cedric Flippo's work ethic and constant drive to achieve more made him a leader on every team he was part of from a very young age. Not only is Cedric not afraid to set the bar high for himself and dream big, but he is also willing to put in the work that is required to achieve those objectives. Individually, Cedric had an amazing graduating year. It started in cross country by winning the SSI Championship, winning silver medals at the Cavalry Classic and at regionals, and he capped off the season with a top 10 finish at provincials. Things really took off for Cedric in the indoor season. At the RSCQ and GMAA races, he went undefeated in the hurdles, 200, 800, and 1500 all season. At the Dartmouth Relays, where he competed against the top high school athletes in the northeastern United States, he finished second in the 800 meters and led our 4x400 meter men's relay team to a third place finish that weekend. He followed this highly impressive showing in Hanover, New Hampshire, with an incredible indoor personal best of 157 in the 800 at the David Emery Valentine Invitational at Boston University. When the season ended, Cedric was ranked number 1 in Quebec and number 4 in Canada. Unfortunately, Cedric did not have the chance to compete in his last high school track provincials, where we had set a very attainable objective of winning both the 400 and 800. Above all his individual accolades, Cedric is a team player. At every meet, he went out and got the team points in field events where typical middle distance athletes don't excel. At one of the meets, even the officials couldn't believe he was going to compete in the high jump, mere seconds after winning the 1500. Coming in late, he only had one jump in the prelims. His face was bright red, and he jumped far enough to qualify for the finals. He eventually finished 4th, giving the team 5 precious points. He helped the juvenile boys indoor track team win the GMA banner, the RCQ Montérégie regular season banner, and the regional championship banner. Needless to say, Cedric is a phenomenal athlete, and I'm thrilled he is receiving this recognition. Cedric, it wasn't always easy, but it was a pleasure to have had the opportunity to work with you. You have set the bar very high for the future Huskies athletes. Congratulations.
If an athlete is to be considered good in competitive sports, it requires a combination of skills such as speed, strength, coordination, and agility, along with proficiency in the sports of their choice. For an athlete to be considered great, they must also have a strong understanding of their sport, a desire to compete, and be unafraid of facing the challenges that may result in defeat. This athlete has all of those qualities and more, as he forever exudes a quiet confidence or swagger anytime he steps into a competitive situation. As an athlete involved in team sports, this young man has always found a way to stand apart from his peers. His athleticism makes him a talent to be reckoned with in both the offensive and defensive aspects of the game. He has the ability to make big plays, and as he has matured as both a player and a person, that ability has also grown, where he now knows how and when to take over a game when it is needed. This ability is a testament to his character, because in spite of having the skill set to always dominate the sports he plays, he always finds ways to keep his teammates involved. He helps make those around him better, which is often the most important quality of a great athlete in team sports. It would be easy to presume that an athlete like this would be loud, brash, or arrogant, because his abilities would back up any talk that he may choose to use. Instead, he remains humble, reserved, even-keeled, and forever coachable. He has always been willing to listen, accept and apply feedback from his coaches and older teammates in order to continue to find ways to improve in the sports that he loves. If you want to know where to find this young man, all you need to do is listen for the sounds of a basketball. He loves the game. It didn't matter if it were a practice, open gym at lunch, optional workouts after school, or summers in the park. He would be there. He is so committed to the game, the only thing that he may have spent more time doing other than playing was waiting extra hours to find his way home from school just so he could play a little bit more. It is this that makes him that much more special as an athlete, because these choices weren't built on being recognized. They were simply out of a desire to play the sport that he loved. It would be impossible not to recognize his accomplishments during this time here at Heritage. Although he played flag football and was involved in track and field, basketball was his sport of choice. He has had multiple years being named the most valuable player of his team, even when being asked to play at levels above his own age category consistently. He has helped lead his teammates to multiple SSIA League championships and RACQ Division championships in very competitive league play. He has received multiple awards of excellence for basketball as an obvious standout in a sport played by so many. However, the largest recognition he would consistently receive was the respect of his peers. Teams always knew that he was the player they needed to stop, and his teammates always knew they could count on him when the time came. There are few basketball players over the history of Heritage that could rival your overall athleticism. Your love for the game is infectious, and your performance on the court can be defined as awe-inspiring. For these reasons, and so many others, it is a pleasure to award this year's Co-Male Athlete of the Year to Trevin Thomas Bino.
Recipients of awards are invited to come down to the Physical Education Department in the new school year to claim their trophies and/or medals. As we bring another Sports Awards evening to an end, after such a challenging year, we would like to acknowledge the contribution of the coaches, the administration, the technical support of Jean-Martin Piette, the ongoing support of the Martin family, and of course the parents. Thank you for joining us tonight, and we wish you all a very safe and happy summer.